No, absolutely not. No Moroccan influences found its way into Mi Pena remix. I mean, maybe some percussions, but no, generally no. It was a completely new type of sound, I think. I mean, that was quite important in the remix. It's a part of the track that is a reference point for a lot of people. So I try to stay away from that part of the track until the drop because it's so iconic and so powerful. So I just wanted to stay away from that and then bring it in at the right time. That's always tough. Like I always say, if it's not broke, don't fix it. So the track is, I'm a big fan of the original track, and the way I approached it, normally with remixes, it's kind of like, okay, I'm gonna make the track better. But this was a completely different approach. I don't want to make the track better. I didn't want to make the track better. The track was already amazing. So I approached it as actually a brand new track and bring in elements of Mi Pena and kind of teasing the audience and letting them hear a little bit of the vocals kind of like halfway through, I think 3 minutes or 3.5 minutes in, just so they can, oh wow, is this a Mi Pena remix? I'm not sure. Wait, what? And then finally the strings come in, and then people are like, oh my god, this is a remix for Mi Pena, because I didn't want to touch the original or change it or sound similar to it, because it was for me perfect, and I didn't want to go down that route. This one fits because it's just iconic. It's a remix of Mi Pena, so I can fit it in pretty much anywhere. This is not so much high energy, high driven. It's kind of like gradually, like, you know, creeps up on you. And then, like I said, you're not sure what the track is because it sounds like a completely new track. And then you get a little bit of the sprinkling of the vocals, which are, like I said, is iconic, and people automatically reference point, hear it and go, oh my God, this is a Mi Pena remix. And then the special drop part, which I'm very happy with, and I hope you all are happy with it when you hear it. First of all, I've got to like it. If I can listen to it when I'm in the gym, then it's always a very, very good starting point. And then, you know, you've got to be able to make something that people are going to dance to and, you know, and lift their hands up. So for me, it's quite important to have a big drop. A lot of my tracks have quite big drops in them. So I think those are two kind of elements. One that you can listen to and it's quite melodic and nice, and you can listen to it in the gym or in the car. And then for me, the big drops, you know, atmospheric, emotional drops, are great for DJs to play in clubs or in events or in festivals or whatever. Yeah, for sure. The violin strings when they come in, I think that's the most iconic part for me, and I wanted to make that a big part of my remix, where people, like I said, reference points when they hear the strings come in, they're like, oh, okay, this is a remix. I didn't want it to sound straight away from the beginning that this was a remix. I wanted to be like, what is this track? And then at the end or in the middle of the drop, people hear the strings and then they go, okay, this is a remix, and then they hear the vocals, and then it's confirmed that it's a remix of their favorite track or one of their favorite tracks. Amazing, iconic. No, I'm joking. I find it very hard to talk about my own music in positive terms, and I leave it to other people to talk about my music in 3 words. For me, it's just, I'm just happy to be part of this project. Mi Pena is a great track. It's a track that means a lot to me, and I'm happy that I'm able to remix it, and I hope I did it justice. I think I would love to hear this in Burning Man, because I think it's something that I heard it not so many times, but I've heard it many times out in Burning Man, and I would love to hear my version of it out there. And that's definitely my favorite place to play music, so yeah. I mean, personally, first of all, apart from it being an amazing track, and I love the way that it's not a track that was made in a traditional sense. It's not a very like clubby track, but you can play it in any set, which makes it very, very unique. It doesn't have the traditional structures of how tracks are made with like first midi drop and then big drop. It's made in a very interesting, dynamic way. And what it means to me, I think it came at a time where it was COVID, and I remember hearing it for the first time and things were just starting to open up, and it was such a great track. And it just reminds me of like freedom, going outside and, you know, hearing DJs play music for the first time in such a long time. So it'll always have a very special place in my heart, and great memories. Yeah, I'll be releasing some more tracks with the label Get Physical, which this track is coming out on. Also, I have another remix for Rufus the Soul coming out in a couple of months. And yeah, and some other projects that just have to tune in for.